you today. Today I'm going to be telling you about my field trip to Nature's Classroom. It was Monday, and this is one of the first Mondays me and my classmates were all not tired and we were all pumped up and excited. We were going to Nature's Classroom. We were staying there for 3 days and 2 nights. It was going to be very fun. And we were going to Iverton, Connecticut in USA. It was an hour bus ride, so we were just gossiping what we would do there when we got there. When we reached there, we first chose our dorms. And we went to our dorms, and then we chose our rooms and bunk mates. It was kind of cool since I was going to sleep in a bunk bed, and I did have a bunk bed at home. And so that's why I chose the top bunk. Then we went to have lunch since we'd come a little later than we planned to. The lunch was very good, and it was better than any of us had thought it would be. We went into our field groups that were already chosen for us. I was with somebody named Mowgli. He looked very fun. We first went on a hike to Lake Viewpoint. It was very beautiful. We would see the lake, our dorms, and the tree lines covered in snow. I even saw a peregrine falcon diving for its prey. It was very cool. After hiking back, we chose our classes. I chose an echolocation class with Julia. We learned about how echolocation helps animals, and it could even help us. We tested our echolocation a little. It's very funny watching people kind of fail. Then we hiked a little more and had dinner. Dinner was delicious too. We went back to our dorms, and tonight, since we had a shorter day, all of us are not energetic. We were filled with energy and we were pumped up. Still excited from that day, day one. All of the kids, in the middle of the night, were knocking on the doors and yelling in the hallways to kind of get the chaperones angry. It was very funny. Once we went to sleep around midnight, we were still tired. So once getting a decent amount of sleep, we started day 2. I was a waitress today and I had breakfast duty. So I had to leave a little earlier than the other people. So with my fellow waitrons, we went to the dining hall. We helped serve and set the tables. Once having a hot breakfast, we went back to our field groups. Today, we hiked into the forest and we were listening to animals in our field groups. Today, we also were choosing 2 classes on day 2. Once we chose our classes, I chose a boat building class and water rockets class, both with Mishima. We went on our hike. I rolled down a hill on the second day and my jacket was caked in mud. Luckily, I had a sweatshirt on me, so I was able to change into the sweatshirt and put the jacket in my backpack. But I still had to wear the same muddy pants. It's freezing out and my pants are soaked. It was kind of miserable. But at the same time, it's very funny. Once going back and having our lunch, we all went out to change or just have some fun. Since it was tea time, which was our free time, we had about half an hour most of the day. And I changed and I felt immediately way better. I felt so warm and I was again pumped up with energy and wasn't miserable anymore and soaked. We went into our first class. In the boat building class which I chose, my group had to build a boat that could carry 10 batteries. And I was overwhelmed. How would we do this? Because 10 batteries weigh a lot. But surprisingly, my group and another's group, we were the only 2 boats that actually floated with the batteries. And I was very proud of myself. Then we went to our second class. My second class was water rockets. I couldn't wait for this class. It was going to be so fun. In this class, I learned about aerodynamics and thermodynamics affect the rocket's trajectory. It was kind of interesting. Once we finished building our water bottle rocket, we were going to launch it. At first, the launcher didn't work and we were kind of sad, but when we tested it again after a few times, our rocket went 60 feet in the air. We were like so surprised. It was so excited because it went so high. Another group that was near us, they were doing the hot air balloons, were just watching us and cheering us on. So it kind of made me feel even more proud of myself. Then afterwards, we went back into our field groups and a small hike. We went back, then we had dinner in the dining hall. Later we came to our dorms. Today one of the chaperones had gotten one of the strictest teacher's numbers. And so she came in and sent us to sleep early. So after getting a lot of sleep, in the morning we were all pumped up. Today, since finding out yesterday that we had a basketball court near our dorm, we went to the basketball court and shot some hoops. Then we went to breakfast. Today I wasn't away, Sean, so it's kind of exciting. It was day 3, and we were all kind of sad that we only had a few hours before going back to school. None of us wanted to. Today we didn't have any classes. We were just going to have a hike, and then we would get on our bus. Today, our field group, we went hiking to Cedar Swamp. It was beautiful. I learned that cedars have red bark, which I didn't know before. We had to walk on a narrow platform, so we didn't fall in the water. It was very challenging because we would slip easily. Once coming back to the dining hall, our field group leader Mowgli gave us I like beans, and there I like means I always love a challenge, and we were kind of excited. After that, we went to our dorms. We packed up and put our luggage in the bus. Then we had like 10-15 minutes left. So we were just standing on the porch looking out at the lake for the last time. It was beautiful. We all thought that the trip had gone very well, even though it was snowing and raining. And it was worth every penny. Then we went back to our school. So thank you guys for listening to my experience from Nature's Classroom, and please leave any feedback in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe to this video.